up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. I know what you're thinking. Toya, it's too soon. And then I say, but the stores are all festive. And honestly, once we pass Halloween, it's time to break out the winter scene. Today we are taking a look at ugly sweaters, which are too cute to be called ugly. I got these on Amazon for $13.99. It is a 12-piece set. These are Elf on the Shelf sweaters. We get 6 sweaters with matching scarves, so each set is about $2.33. But these sweaters seem pretty wide at the collar. It was a challenge to get the hands through the sleeves, even when using a plastic bag. We can wear it off the shoulder, but it does seem a little bulky to me. I think the scarf is kind of cute. It looks knit, but it does have a little pom-pom on the end. This one was easier to put on the doll. I didn't have a problem with the sleeves. We have a partial Santa Claus embroidered on the front. We get a green scarf. That collar is just really wide. Let's add some elastic cord, like we did with our Halloween sweaters. And yeah, I had to make my own little needle because I can't find my plastic one, so I just twisted a little piece of wire and bent the end so I could feed it through the top of the sweater. And here's the sweater on the doll. Here it is on a curvy Barbie. And here's our made-to-move curvy brats. I turned it into a turtleneck by adding a little elastic at the bottom. And with the larger doll head, it's not terrible. Here it is on a Ken doll with the turtleneck. Here it is with the lower collar. This set came with a black and yellow sweater, a green and red and green, and cream and red. I think I'm going to check out a different set. This one was $18.99. We're getting 6 sweaters, making them about $3.17 each. The knit is a little thinner, which I do like. The collar does seem a little tighter, so let's try it on a doll. Okay, I do like the fit of these a little better. It was a lot easier to get on the doll. It's still an oversized sweater, but the thinner knit seems to work a little better for me. So here's a red and white snowman sweater. Here's a red and gray reindeer on a curvy. I bought one similar to this last year, but it was an embroidered reindeer. I do like the knit. Here is a red, green, and white snowflake sweater on a Ken. I did put an elastic band around the neck to see what it would look like as a turtleneck. And honestly, there's enough overlap in the back that we could cut it up the center and add some Velcro if we wanted to take it in a little. There's a blue Santa sweater, a green sweater with a tree, and a brown gingerbread man sweater. I definitely like this set better, even though it cost a little bit more. Let's take a trip to Target. I headed straight over to the ornaments to see if they had new holiday sweaters. And yes, they do. Priced at $3 each, we found 4 sweaters. They come on little hangers that can be used to hang the sweater on a tree. However, they were glued to the back of the hanger. And since I want to use mine as sweaters for the dolls, I had to remove them. Now these weren't made for elves or for dolls, so excessive pulling might damage them. In the past, I have cut them up the back and added Velcro. It totally helps to get them onto the dolls. Here is an orange and blue sweater with a reindeer with lights. The lights are little pom-poms, and it wasn't too difficult getting the sweater onto the doll. We are getting a wide collar. The deer is felt that has been stitched around the edge. The antlers are embroidered and the pom-poms are glued on. I paired the sweater with some jeans and it's not too bad. We have a red and white sweater with a tree on the front. There are glued on pom-poms for ornaments and little pearls glued onto the sides. We have a green and green sweater with a Santa Claus face on the front, and a blue and red sweater with a little snowman. Then, when I turned around in the aisle at Target, They had these cream or white sweaters with gold stitching. Now there was more than one design. I picked up two, one with a tree and one with a snowflake. These are stitched onto the hangers. I felt like this sweater took a little more work to get on. I do like the look. I think it's really soft and pretty. However, the sleeves are stopping just past the elbow, so that might be something to consider. Another option for a holiday sweater is to just DIY one yourself. I found some socks for $1 at Target. They were at the front of the store in the Bullseye Playground area. We made an ugly Christmas sweater video 9 years ago, but we are going to use the tutorial from our back-to-school outfit that we made 5 years ago. We just need our sweatshirt hoodie pattern from our blog. Make sure the scale measures to about 1 inch. Cut it out, fold it in half. It's not perfect, I apologize. Let's cut off the sleeves, add a curve, fold the rest of the pattern in half, and cut it at the shoulders. So we have 5 pieces. I carefully trim off the top of the sock, cut open the rest of the sock so it lays flat. Place the pattern on top, cut it out. I use both socks to get all the pieces cut out. Let's take one of the sleeves and the rim of the sock, place it on the edge of the sleeve, matching up the raw edges, sew it on using a back stitch where we go in through the fabric a little before the last stitch, pull the thread, then go back in at the last stitch, pull the thread, then go forward a little bit before the last stitch, pull the thread, and go back again. And you're just going to repeat that going all the way down. So it keeps some of its stretch. Trim off the excess, then use it for the other sleeve. Take the front of the pattern and the back, and we're going to sew them together at the shoulders. Stacking them good side to good side, then stitch them together using a back stitch. Then sew on the sleeves, line them up at the curve, flip it over. We are keeping everything flexible with the back stitch. Now let's cut a small piece of the sock, fold it in half, line it up with the neckline, and sew it on. Lay it out so the good side is facing up, then take the back, fold it over the front, line up the raw edges, and sew from the sleeve all the way to the bottom, on both sides. Then let's open it up, take the other cuff, and we're going to lay it good side to good side, matching up the raw edges, and sew it in place with, you guessed it, a back stitch. And I pulled the band a little while I was sewing so that it created a tiny little gather. We can choose to just sew up the back since everything is stretchy, and we could just slide it over the doll's head. But I'm going to add a little Velcro. I sew it on using a straight stitch. And now we can close it up. This sock sweater does take a little more work, but I like the results. Here it is on the doll. I think it looks super comfy. I like the collar, it's nice and thin. The sleeves might be a little long, but I think that just adds to the comfiness. And the Velcro makes it a little easier to place on the doll. If we were going to rank the sweaters, the $13.99 sweaters from Amazon would come in at number 4. The $18.99 sweaters from Amazon would be number 3 for me. The Target sweaters are in second place. And I'm gonna put the DIY sock sweaters at number 1. It was just $1. We can make them in a day. They fit the dolls. And we have extra fabric, so I might get some socks or pillows later. I found this little winter tray at Target for $5. It looks like a frozen pond, and it is absolutely perfect for a Disney Doorables display. Go get 'em, Elsa. I went to Claire's and picked up a pair of earrings. They look like little mugs with whipped cream and candy canes. It was $8.99, making them, $4.50 each? Unfortunately, I broke the top a little trying to remove the hardware. Here it is with a doll. It's a decent size. It might look really cute next to a book or a fireplace. If you don't want to worry about trying to remove hardware and possibly breaking a mini, I found these at Michael's. They were $4.99 each. But I've seen sales for 40% off and 25% off, which can bring the price down. I use a little poster putty to help the dolls hold it, so now they can look like they're getting cozy with a hot cup of cocoa on a frosty day. I also found this holiday cake priced at $4.99. It's pretty small, and we can totally DIY this. Gingerbread cookie dough at $3.99. Everything is glued down. I think we made something similar once in our sugar cookie video. Here's a candy cane jar for $3.99. Super cute. And of course, we couldn't forget some tiny string lights for $3.99. It's 1 yard, they don't light up, but they could still be fun around the dollhouse. I was looking for more sweaters on Amazon and I ran across these. It was $12.99 for 2 outfits. We get a sweater that velcros in the back. We get printed jeans, a pair of shoes, and a beanie that says handmade. I think the hat is a little large, but we could get away with it. I think the sweater is really cute. In the back, it is attached at the bottom, but the stitching seems pretty decent. The printed jeans fit, but personally, I could probably do without them. And the shoes fit as well. The second look has blue printed jeans, an off-white hat, white shoes, and a cream sweater. And yes, the sweaters can fit a curvy. So there are a few options to keep our dolls festive and cozy this winter. My faves of the day are the DIY sweater and the Michael's mug of cocoa. If you can get it on sale, it is definitely a fun find. And I love the little frozen pond tray from Target. I will be using it to take lots of pictures of my adorables. Thank you for joining us while we checked out some Amazon, Target, and Michael's fun finds. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of My Froggy Stuff. And we will see you next time.